unequivocally. Once again in the place to be, it is your boy Carcino. Welcome. Whew. Yeah, we're alive. Yes, we are live with breaking news. It was more shocking to me than anything when I heard that the deal was being done. And I'm like, first of all, what is happening here? All right. Once again, another technical difficulty. Hold on, there's a problem here. We're trying to fix it and get through it, but yeah, there's a major problem here. Sorry. Just trying to deal with all the nonsense that's happening right now. Hold on. Now, get this. The Brooklyn Nets are trying to get Kevin Love, and they're trying to acquire no one other than Javale, Mcgee, Kevin Love on the team. That has been the breaking news of the day. Now, Kevin Love is not 100%. He's still nursing some injury from whatever happened to him. Cleveland knows that they're better without Kevin Love now. They don't need to sell Kevin Love anymore. Now, the issue is, what are they willing to give up to acquire Kevin Love? You see, that's the big issue. And the biggest one of the day. Javale McGee, we knew from the moment this deal was done, there was going to be a major problem with Javale McGee. I mean, losing Allen. I said, well, you got to do the deal because you got to get James Harden. True. But they got guys that can get threes. Kevin Love is good at rebounding and defending when he's in there for his position. That's what you need him for. You need him for those specific tasks only if he can stay healthy. But the person you really need is a rim protector. Defensively, you guys are not in sync. Kevin Durant can't defend everybody. And the defense they got them playing is zone. In the rate they're going, Kevin Durant's going to get burnt out. Yeah, people are right now shocked. Well, they have 3 available spots available, you know. So this is going to take some maneuvering. The Javale McGee deal, not so much. They can pretty much acquire. I'm shocked that they did not acquire him already. Like when this trade first went down. I know this is what I'm talking about right now. JaVale McGee can do some things that others cannot. And that's what I think they're afraid of right now. But here's my thing. If I'm the Cleveland Cavaliers, why am I trying to help out the Brooklyn Nets? Why am I trying to do a deal to help you out? We just beat y'all. If we make the playoffs, I might face you. It's the same thing Atlanta did when they gave Kyle Korver to the Cavs when Atlanta he felt great in Atlanta's system and Atlanta was in the playoffs. Matter of fact, they were like a little bit under the Cavs. They were in like fifth or sixth place. And they did a deal to trade him for a guy with a broken back. Dunleavy. Like, who would trade a all-star player for like Dunleavy Jr., who basically had back problems for the rest of his NBA career, and get him traded to Atlanta? Mm-hmm. Kevin Love is the trickiest deal. Right. How do you get Kevin Love or acquire Kevin Love? It's going to be tricky. Other teams are going to be kicking things over. He's got a right calf injury. That's what Kevin Love possesses. Larry Nance Jr. has filled into his spot, and he's taken up the big role on the team. They've been looking to move Kevin Love from the team since then. The right calf injury that he has is not enough to keep him sitting. They don't want Kevin Love to go out there and get hurt again. They're happy keeping Nash Jr. in his spot. Nash Jr. has shined in that position. He's actually increased his range from shooting out on the wing. So Kevin Love is shoppable, and they are definitely shopping him. I see it a little differently. Hell, maybe the Cavs saying, "Hey, beat LeBron for us." Well, you got to wonder how much Kevin Love has left. I think he would be inspired again if he was on a winning team. LeBron kind of like left Kevin Love behind. Well, there's a battle going on for Kevin Love right now. What the Cavs are finna do right now is going to shape their entire future. Don't forget to hit the like button if you guys just got here. Because you're looking at a team right now that's getting ready to explode. Let me tell you what Cleveland's doing right now at this moment in time. Drummond is getting ready to be traded. Drummond is going to be traded also. So Drummond is going to be moved. They're finna move. They're getting ready to move Kevin Love, Drummond, and Javale Mcgee. Three guys are going to be moved. But not everybody's going to the same place. Let me tell you what's all involved in this Cleveland situation. Cleveland is looking for draft space. You know, they need some capital for the draft. Now, they want JaVale McGee and they want to get Kevin Love, both in Brooklyn. Here's the scenario. The Golden State Warriors want to acquire Kevin Love. They wanted to do this before the start of the NBA season, going into this year. When Klay Thompson went down, they were asking about Kevin Love to have a sure player on your team who can get you a basket, rebound. They felt they needed another guy like that. Wiggins was involved in the trade. Well, Kevin Love kind of got injured. He kind of had a calf injury and stuff, and the deal fell apart because they wanted draft picks that Golden State wasn't willing to give up for Kevin Love. They kind of felt like we're helping you out here. And if they feel like we're helping you out, don't forget to hit the like button, good people. Mm. Oh, CP, I was looking for you yesterday. This is what we wanted, CP. We got a long way to go to get there. Oh yeah, Jenny's down for the count now. She's got the day off today, I think. I don't think she went to work today. I think she's still in the bed. She's curled up in the bed. All the Packer fans are in the bed. They're done. I think I beat her up enough on social media today. I'm ready to hear some more ridiculousness from you. Oh, you should have saw the Mahomes video yesterday we did. We knew we were getting Patricia, and that's who we wanted. We want the hardest road. Because this will go down as the most crowning achievement and that any quarterback, any player has ever done. Drew Brees retired him. Rodgers retired him. Now it's Patricia. And everybody wants Patricia to win. Don't get me wrong. The NFL, everybody wants this. But it ain't going to happen. It ain't going to happen, baby. It ain't going to happen, baby. Brady time. I'm not going to let it happen. I wanted Patricia Mahomes to get into the Super Bowl, and now we got Patricia Mahomes. Let's go. Now, passing of the torch to an arcade quarterback. You're gonna be passing to the Bucks as the secondary. Now, let's get back to basketball. Brady will do his homework. He'll figure out these arcade quarterbacks and he'll take them apart. This ain't Jimmy Garoppolo. This ain't Jimmy G. Okay, you're going against the official tissue right now. This playoff Brady. Now, let's get back to basketball because that's where this focus needs to be. As we move forward and delivering what we're supposed to deliver to the people, we got to mention certain aspects that are not being covered or talked about, the whole nine. And in this situation, where is Drummond going to end up? Oh, no problem, Keith. See, the main problem is this. That guy, Drummond, realized he was not being used properly and that they don't have any plans really for him in Cleveland. Okay. He was basically playing his way out of the team. He wants off the team, and other people want to get him away from the team. Now, Cleveland is trying to move him, Drummond, and he might end up in Toronto for draft picks. So the Toronto Raptors might get him. We don't know. It's all up in the open, but the Golden State Warriors are involved. The Brooklyn Nets is involved. The Toronto Raptors are involved, and it's a couple of other teams that are involved. But it's like a shopping network that's going on over there. It's a fire sale. But Kevin Love wants to go to Brooklyn. They like Jared Allen. They're keeping Jared Allen. And now they're like, good. Now we can get rid of Drummond. Oh no, Kevin Love and Javale Mcgee to Brooklyn. Brooklyn will have to give up some draft picks that they acquired and that they basically did. And they might need to use another team to get the deal done. But they're still actively discussing the trade for Javale Mcgee because that's what initially started it. Then the Kevin Love interest came in because he does not object going to Brooklyn. Now, here's the problem. What would they have to give up as far as depth? Draft picks, like somebody told me that they have to lose Joe Harris. And if you got to lose Joe Harris, then that deal's off. That deal's off. Joe Harris goes nowhere. If we got to lose Joe Harris to get Kevin Love, forget that. Oh, well, that's what happens. I've been bashing the Packers until I passed out and went to sleep. But that's what happens. Jenny right now, she probably took the day off work and cried herself to sleep, still balled up in the bed at 4 o'clock. Did it start snowing yet? Okay, good. It's supposed to be a blizzard tonight. That's what I'm saying. They're gonna have to give up some future picks because they didn't gave up so much. I don't know how they're gonna be able to pull off getting Kevin Love and JaVale McGee. But if I'm Cleveland, I know they trying to draft some capital for the draft. But my thing is this, dude, you still got a team this year. Don't forget to hit the like button. That's right. That's what I'm saying. Dinwiddie got hurt, so he can't get traded. He was gonna get traded, but now they got to keep him. Sharon Rogers is the king, the LeBron of the NFL. He is. He is clearly that. He's the LeBron of the NFL. Overrated for no reason. Then everybody comes up with an excuse except for him. Yeah, if they can get away with trading Shamit and some other people to get Kevin Love, then do it. I thought Doc Rivers was going to take Shamit out and give him a workover. Getting him off the Clippers was essential. You want somebody to shoot with 20 seconds left on the shot clock? Shamit's your man. The Packers are stupid. They're going to hold on to Sharon Rogers and then figure it out after they pay him another 20, 30 some million dollars that maybe they should trade him. They should move him right now while he's got MVP and got value. Trade him now. You're not going to win with that guy. Get rid of him. It's only the reason why he even makes the playoffs is the strength of the division. They've only beaten 2 teams with winning records all regular season. One of them was Tennessee because they was playing on ice in Green Bay. They're not used to playing in the cold. The first one was New Orleans when they beat the Saints. Now, you see what happened to them. But every time Brady wins, it's the defense. No matter what he does. It was the defense that threw that touchdown before the half. It was the defense that led that drive all the way down the field. It was the defense that threw that pass to Grunt for 30 yards. Defense did a hell of a job, don't get me wrong, but damn. You got to watch the games, Jared. You talking about Brady threw 3 picks. No, 3 picks happened in the game. 1, Evans didn't run the route correctly. 2, Fournette ran the wrong way in picking up the robber, which caused them to throw the ball early. That led to the interception. He broke left when the blitz is coming right. Fournette messed up his assignment, which led to the interception. But see, these are called adverse situations. When that happens, you got to get more than 6 points. Oh, you better hope Tom Brady don't get a first half like that on y'all. Because ain't no coming back with him. You can forget that. With y'all candy defense y'all got over there, y'all let the Oakland Raiders do the man. Man. You kidding me? When y'all played us the first time, y'all were figured out. Man. Man. Y'all better get real. The defense stopped Rodgers because he's a joke. Now, let's get back to the real. What could happen with the Brooklyn Nets as far as their roster? I don't understand why the Cavs, who has an opportunity to move up in the conference, why would you want to trade some of your players away to go play for someone that you might have to see in the playoffs? You're not in your division, but they're in they're in the East. Why are you trying to help the Brooklyn Nets, a team you beat twice? But I'm finna try to keep giving you players so you can get better and we can have capital. Are we not trying to win here? I mean, I'm not trying to help my rivals. That's like the Detroit Pistons saying, well, you know what? We want to help the Chicago Bulls out. Bulls need a big man. They want to do a trade. It'd have been F them. What we helping them for? We might have to play them in the playoffs. Why do I want them to get better? Oh, for Nicholas Claxton? I don't even know who that is. So they're going to give up Nicholas Claxton for Javale Mcgee and Shamit for Kevin Love. And Bruce Brown Jr. Okay. I don't see Cleveland taking that deal at all. That sounds like spare parts for a car. There it goes. There goes that weed whacker machine. And I'm like, Speedy Claxton, he can't be in a trade. That don't even make sense. Right, it's gonna take draft picks. They're gonna want draft picks, and they're gonna want a whole lot of things. Golden State couldn't get Kevin Love when they tried to acquire him earlier. Didn't work. Yeah, and Dinwiddie about to be out the league. Free DeMar DeRozan. Free him for what? He on San Antonio. He in the best position to be in ever. He has no expectations, no responsibility. No one's pressuring them to win an NBA championship. And they're actually better than what people think they are when they at full strength. The NBA wants to know they don't. The NBA want Giannis. You see, that's who they're promoting. The Milwaukee Bucks, Giannis and the Bucks and the Lakers. But the story is Kyrie, James Harden, Kevin Durant. That's the story. That's the meat. Now the NBA don't like it, but eventually that could turn the tide. Now your Eastern Conference Finals is going to be the Milwaukee Bucks, Brooklyn Nets versus the Clippers versus the Lakers in the Western Conference Finals. Granted, everyone stays healthy. Injuries always change the perspective of what the NBA wants on their agenda list. To get Javale Mcgee, I don't know. That's an easier acquirement. Like if they got to move Landry Shamet, because I heard they want Joe Harris. The Cleveland Cavaliers want Joe Harris. They said as for small forward, the guy can come right in and come off their bench. But I'm like, I don't think he's going nowhere. Dinwiddie, that was somebody, they were looking to move, but his injury kind of messes up the deal. Golden State was willing to move Wiggins to get Kevin Love before the season even started. Wiggins is supposed to have been gone and Kevin Love's supposed to be there. Now, they wanted some astronomical draft picks that Golden State didn't want to give up. That's the only reason why the Wiggins deal wasn't done. But Kevin Love would have been in Golden State, right where he wanted to be, because he basically went to UCLA. He had been back in Cali, and he would have been on a team that won a championship and could have been right back in the thick of it. And that's right where he would love to be. Most of his family's right out there. So the Nets are not going to give up Joe Harris. If they're dumb enough to give up Joe Harris, they have just torpedoed their team. If Kevin Love wants to be a trailblazer, he can go to Portland and play for the Trailblazers in his final years of his contract after these 2 years. Portland is not willing to trade to pick up his contract. They could have done that. They didn't want to. So obviously Portland don't see the value in Kevin Love, that organization. Not at the price that because he's overpaid. Let's just say it and be blunt. Kevin Love is overpaid for his injuries. For his list of injuries, Kevin Love is overpaid. Now, here's the situation that has been developing. Kevin Love's interest to go to the Brooklyn Nets has changed. He's now okay with the idea of entertaining the fact of going to the Brooklyn Nets. That's not a bad idea now that they have James Harden, Kyrie Irving, and him and Kyrie go all the way back, when they were in college, like high school. Kyrie and Kevin Love know each other for years. So a lot of people didn't know that, but they did. They go all the way back. Now, the Kevin Love thing is for ooh and ah factors. He could help, but he's not your main thing that you need. The main thing you need is a rim protector. You need Javale Mcgee to protect the rim. You do. You need that, because if you don't have it, you're basically stretched out to a point where you can't do anything. So I don't know. I just hope it helps. At this point, I think that to have this much attention on the situation and this many eyes and ears and people watching what's going on, I really believe that with this trade going down the way that it is, or however it goes, JaVale McGee is the most essential piece you need. Because I've told people before James Harden came to the Brooklyn Nets that Brooklyn Nets don't play defense. They're horrible. And this is D'Antoni's system once again being implemented here in Brooklyn, where they're playing a lot of zone, and even their man coverage is terrible. Their rotations is terrible. They're letting guys get to the middle of the paint and score. It's like you score, I score. They're winning games 135 to 132. You're not going to win a championship playing like that. You're not. It's just an all offensive game that is fun for what the NBA wants. The NBA loves those kind of games. They feel that's what the people want to see, scoring. It's not what people want to see. Michael Jordan played in this league, and they would win games 93 to 89. It's not about the scoring. It's about the competition. It's about competing. It's about executing on plays. Michael Jordan went out there scoring 132 points a game, him and the Bulls. Well, there's not a lot of aesthetically pleasing plays that are out there in the league anymore right now. Back in Jordan them days, there were a lot of aesthetically pleasing plays that you would see on, probably if social media was around, that stuff would have exhausted you with memes and all kind of stuff. Going to the rim, Dominique Wilkins dunking on 4 or 5 people. You don't have that anymore. You got one guy in the lane getting dunked on, maybe. Or somebody's coming down the lane and does a layup. Or somebody doing a Euro step for a layup. And then that's the move. And it's not aesthetically pleasing, especially if you've seen somebody dunking on 4 people. You know, you got Vince Carter coming down dunking on people, boom, on an entire team. That stuff is aesthetically pleasing. That's something people want to see. People are going to want to see that guy play because of what he's doing. You don't have to force feed. You don't have to force feed anybody. You know, you got to force feed LeBron James. Like they showing a highlight of LeBron. He's coming down the lane and he lays the ball up off the glass. I'm like, what? Kevin Love is a good defender, Sharon Bonner. That's the thing. The 3-point shooting kill those plays. Pretty much, but the NBA was trying to do that. That's when they brought the 3-point line up so that more people be encouraged to shoot more threes. That's exciting. I mean, yeah, but I don't want to see a whole game where everybody's just throwing up threes. That's not exciting. See, the 3-point shot used to be a shot that would happen when a play broke down and everybody's swinging the ball and they're trying to find out. The next thing you know, the ball goes to a shooter and he's wide open 3. Bang. You know, that's when it makes the 3-point shot more important because it's like, oh man, we had a breakdown in defense, just like when John Paxson hit the 3 to beat Phoenix in the NBA Finals. They swung the ball around. They went to Jordan. It went to Horace. Went to Scotty. It went to Horace. Horace swung the ball out to Paxson when they collapsed on him. The 2 would tie. The 3 would beat you, and you give up the 3. But Phoenix, terrible defense that they had because of their lack of unity on the team and selfishness with the players led to them losing. That was the unraveling, and it unraveled in the NBA Finals. Javale should improve their rim protection, but the defense still needs the defense needs to be better. You can't let guys easily get to the middle of the paint and pull up for jump shots. I mean, any incoming rookie could hit that shot if you play basketball. Dribble to the paint, pull up, and shoot an uncontested jump shot. And you're just standing there like this. Because this is all DeAndre Jordan is doing. You know, that's nothing but practice. When your ball coach is giving you the ball and going, all right, shoot. Okay, shoot. You know, it's ridiculous. You can't give up that and expect to win championships. It just doesn't work. Javale Mcgee doesn't need to be an offensive threat. What he's good at is getting on the offensive boards, battling for the offensive boards, and creating havoc with his length in the paint. So that's what he's good at. Hello? Yo. No, I didn't see nothing. You just sent me to me when now? Oh no, I did. Oh no, I ain't see it. All right, I'm gonna look at it. I'll call you back. All right. I still don't see nothing. Where send me something? What's he talking about? Is he talking about Facebook? Anyway, this is what I be talking about 90% of the time. Still ain't got nothing. They don't have what I was talking about involved yet. Now, I know what you guys are saying, but my thing is Javale Mcgee with his length is a disruption in the paint when you're trying to get stuff off the glass. This is why LeBron wanted to get Javale on the Lakers and get him off Golden State because he was a problem. Whenever LeBron game is go slash to the basket. Javale Mcgee was blocking his shot and anybody else that was coming to the paint. So he got a lot of blocks and they paid him off because they were so protecting of the 3-point line. Javel was getting a lot of lob dunks and just getting the ball going in aggressive and dunking the ball. I mean, they were like, we'll take these easy twos because we know you won't be able to keep up. And the threes will always be there. You know, you had Clay, KD, and Steph to worry about. Well, a 4-point line won't even be a basketball anymore. Well, they had the 4-point line in the Big Three. Aisha belonged to the streets. It's a lot of women out here belong to the streets, but Aisha ain't one of them. She not that stupid at all. But that is hilarious. Well, the Big Three, to me, they were playing more basketball than the NBA. It was people that would go watch the Big Three. Why? Because you saw post moves, you saw trash talking, you saw people playing ball. People was really balling. It was looking like real ball for a minute. It was you could be physical. I'm like, man, it wasn't. Let's go look at the tape. We think he made an aggressive move. He did do a wind up. It wasn't no wind up. Like when they throwing people out the game now for yelling at their own teammate. I'm like, what are we doing, man? You just ruining your game. No, Golden State were winning too many games. They needed Golden State to lose. They wanted Draymond out of the game, and having him ejected is what they want. See, what the league wanted to do, was do it their way. Don't forget to hit the like button. If y'all new here, don't forget to subscribe, hit that notification bell. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of nonsense that was going on that we're not approving of, but it is what it is. And if you want to support the page, Carcino's the name on the Cash App. Now, no, here's why the refs did that. They wanted Golden State to lose the game. That's one. Two, they know Draymond getting ejected from the game. You know what that does? If Draymond is ejected from the game, you know what that does to the game? If Draymond Green is kicked out of the game, you know what it happens? People start talking about it on social media. They want everybody to click on it and just to get views. Draymond being ejected. Draymond got thrown out of the game and Golden State. They be like, man, what happened with Draymond? What did Draymond do? Now you got something, a story. Now you got something to talk about. The same thing today. Now they're trying to make it look like LeBron is super special. Look at LeBron. He watches game film. He knows what all the players are doing and all this. Did LeBron get fined for talking about the referees when they called traveling on him? When he was actually traveling for the first time, they called it the other day and he complained about it. Talking about, I've been doing that move my whole year. He ain't get no fine for undermining the referees. Talking about, I want to see the referees. I want to see that call made. You can't do that. But he didn't get fined, did he? So let that sink in. And that's why on the Carcino for Life Patreon today, we're going to drop some more shocking information. Because you saw my tweet I put out. You saw that tweet this weekend that tagged LeBron James in it. He didn't like that very much. LeBron didn't. He didn't like that tweet. And I know he didn't. And it was purposely sent. So he would know it's coming. So you can never say you weren't warned. The Carcino for Life Patreons told y'all we got so much in the bag. So much in the bag. Oh, it ain't deleted. It's there. It's there, Ray. But don't worry, you'll see it on the Patreon. Because it's going down. Today. To this day. Yep, you know it. Anyway, I'm out. Love, peace, and hair grease to all of you. Thank you guys who tuned in. Hopefully you guys all subscribe to the page. Don't forget, we got more stuff coming up here. We got stuff coming on the Patreon today. I'm in a great mood today. I'm putting it all out.